What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment, and I'm here to bring to you my predictions video for the first game of the season versus Fresno State. Before I get started, if you enjoy the content, definitely feel free to leave a like on the video. It definitely helps my channel. Definitely, leave a comment. Let me know how you feel about the game in general in the comment section below. Do you think that we're going to win? Do you think that we're going to struggle? Let me know how you feel about the game in the comment section below. And as always, if you enjoy the content, definitely subscribe to the channel. So before I get started with my predictions, I just wanted to give my thoughts about overall the upcoming season. And I just wanted to first start by saying I'm so happy that we are getting started again with football and able to actually have games on the actual football field as opposed to, everything that's been going on over the last little while. So I'm glad that we're finally getting to play football because, to be honest with you, all this stuff that's been posted on social media about the whole sign stealing thing and all that, it's just been tiring for me. And to be honest with you, this season, though unfairly, it's going to be an indictment and judgment upon Michigan football as a whole. And what do I mean by that? I mean, basically, people are going to judge how well we do this season and say, based off of our record, whether or not Connor Stallions, that was the smoking gun that allowed us to have the run that we had over the last 3 years. So it's going to either validate or invalidate us as far as whether or not the football team did what they did because of the talent alone, or it was because of everything that was going on in the background and in the shadows, and everything that Connor did was the sole reason why Michigan had the success that they did on the football field. So, if we go out and we go like, 8-4 or 7-5 or something like that, and we're struggling and teams are blowing us out and everything like that, people are going to point the finger and say, yep, see what I'm talking about? They could only win because of Connor, because that's what they're doing right now. I've seen many of these podcasts where they're pointing and saying, oh, Michigan wasn't good before this time, and then once Connor did his thing, all of a sudden they're 40-3. And I'm like, no, Michigan had been good and vying for playoff spots long before 2021. So, that narrative is stupid in itself. But even regardless of that, we have to come out, and it has to be one of those successful seasons where we make the playoff again. If we do that, then that's going to nix, and it's going to straight crap on the narrative that we could only win because of the sign stealing stuff. Regardless of the fact that after everything came out, we still, ran the table, beat, some of the toughest competition that we had all season. You're talking about Penn State, Ohio State, Alabama, Washington, Iowa, all top 25 teams that we won against after everything came out. But, people don't see that as being, oh, they'll come up with excuses of why we still won those games, even though he wasn't on the sidelines. Like, he was the guy, he was the mastermind that made everything run. It's ridiculous. So I'm anxious to see how well we do. And like I said, it's going to be a validation or invalidation of what we did last year. But to get on topic and get off of that, because I'm sick and tired of talking about that, let's talk about football, and let's talk about what's going to be happening for this game, week 1 versus Fresno State. So one of the key things that's going to be going on with that is the mere fact that we still haven't fully settled on who our starting quarterback is going to be. All things point to it being Alex Orgy, but I wouldn't be surprised if you still saw some run from Davis Warren, kind of not in the same vein as how it was the year where it was, that whole thing between JJ and Cade. I don't think it's gonna be like that, but something somewhat similar where they're both still trying to vie for that for a starting job. My money is on Alex Orgy. It's to me, he's the most dynamic of the two. I don't know how good his passing is, but if it's somewhat reasonable and somewhat decent, his threat to run as well is gonna be huge for the Michigan offense. So it's not gonna be anything similar to what it's been in years past with JJ, but it's gonna be something where he's gonna be a true dual threat option, and it's just gonna give defenses more to think about. So as far as the game with Fresno goes, I don't know too much about the team itself as far as for this year goes. Um, I know last year they were a pretty decent team, and like I said, I don't know, you know, whether or not they're returning players, whether or not they're going to be as good as they were last year. But I feel as though if Michigan, as long as they don't beat themselves and they don't make mistakes, uh, you know, and they play defensively, at least decently on offense, then they'll be okay because the whole game plan is play def- play decent on offense, play standout on defense, and play standout on special teams and win that way. And if they do that, I think that they're going to come away with the victory in this game. Uh, I have no concerns about the defense. I think that's going to be pretty stout. Line is going to be the strong focal point of everything. Uh, you know, to me, the linebackers are going to be, technically speaking, upgraded. Secondary, it's going to be good. I hate that we lost out on Rod Moore getting injured, but there's capable guys. They'll be able to fill in, and so I have no concerns about the defense. It's going to be the offense with, obviously the quarterback situation, but also the wide receivers, a bunch of unproven guys. So don't necessarily know how well that's going to be. That's going to be one of the key things that I'm going to be looking out for and watching is how our wide receivers are going to be. You're going to have great performances from the tight ends, but this wide receiver group, that's the thing I don't know. You're going to have, especially with, to this day, I still understand why Clemens decided to transfer. He would have been one of the, top options for our offense this year, so I don't know why he decided to transfer. Only he knows. But you got Samaj Morgan, you got Tyler Morris, Fred Moore. Those are going to be probably your top three receivers. And obviously, you're going to have Colson Loveland, Klein as the tight ends. And, the running back situation should be all right. You're going to have, obviously, the Don, Khalil Mullins, Benjamin Hall. And then after that, who knows? But that seems like a decent enough running back room to get the job done. So the quarterback, that is going to be the key with it. If we can be solid, at least solid and decent at quarterback, I think the sky's the limit with this team, especially running the ball and relying on our defense. We're going to be all right. So I'm pretty good about this game. I think we're going to win. I don't think the only concern I have is that It's going to be a special night. People might be kind of hungover from the fact that they're celebrating the championship, so they may not be 100% on point. But other than that, from the talent alone, I think we win this game. So my prediction for the game is Michigan, I'll say 28, Fresno State 10. That's my prediction. So anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. As always, as I mentioned before in the beginning, please leave a like on the video. It definitely helps. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Are you happy that the season is starting? Are you happy to get everything behind us as far as the whole NOA and the NCAA and just play football? Let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below. And if you enjoy the content, definitely feel free to subscribe to the channel. Anyways, thank you for watching. And as always, go blue.